Year 1848. The Amazon River stretches endlessly under a sky the color of steel. A small wooden boat drifts through the mist. On it stands a thin young man, muddy boots, notebook trembling in his hands. His name is Alfred Russel Wallace, and history has almost erased him. But the world he's about to see will change everything we know about life itself. Wallace was not born into wealth, nor privilege. He had no university degree, no fancy laboratory. Just relentless curiosity and hunger. While others studied nature from comfort, penniless, and feverish with questions. In 1848, he left England for the Amazon, searching for the laws that shaped life itself. Most men sought gold. Wallace sought truth. 4 years later, disaster struck. His ship, returning to England, caught fire in the middle of the Atlantic. Thousands of his drawings, specimens, journals, gone. He watched from a lifeboat as flames devoured years of his work. Everything he had sank beneath the waves. For most, that would be the end. For Wallace, it was the beginning of something greater. 2 years later, Wallace vanished into the tropics again. This time, the Malay archipelago, islands that Europeans barely knew existed. Sulawesi, Borneo Halmahera, the Moluccas. Here, he would find patterns that no scientist had ever seen. He collected over 125,000 species, birds of paradise, insects, creatures that seemed carved from dreams. But what mattered most wasn't what he found, it was what he realized. In 1858, stricken with malaria on the island of Ternate, Wallace had a fevered dream. Between fits of delirium, the truth struck him, clear, terrifying, beautiful. Life wasn't fixed. It changed. Species evolved through natural selection. The strong survived. The weak perished. It was nature's quiet, ruthless law, the mechanism of evolution itself. Wallace wrote it all down. In one letter. That letter would soon arrive in the hands of one man, Charles Darwin. Darwin, already working for 20 years on a similar idea, froze in disbelief. Another man, on the other side of the world, had reached the same conclusion. Panic, shock, and then history changed. Darwin published On the Origin of Species. Wallace's name appeared only in the footnotes. The world hailed Darwin as a genius. Wallace, forgotten. He returned home to poverty, living on small grants, lecturing in dusty halls. While Darwin rested in Westminster Abbey, Wallace was buried quietly, no monument, no glory. Yet he never showed anger. He said, "What matters is not who is remembered, but what truth survives." Today, his name is returning whispered in documentaries, engraved in scientific halls, and remembered across the islands he once walked. Wallace showed that genius doesn't need fame. It needs courage. His ideas still shape biology, ecology, and our understanding of life's balance. In every bird's flight, every butterfly's wing, his vision lives on. The Amazon burned his past. The tropics revealed his truth. And the world, for a century, forgot his name. But maybe remembering him now, we remember something deeper. That discovery doesn't belong to the famous, it belongs to the brave. Alfred Russel Wallace, the forgotten genius who saw what no one else dared to see.